Antonio Brown's fall from grace began almost as rapidly as his meteoric climb in the NFL. The four-time All-Pro was released by 3 teams in 6.5 months after being one of the most productive receivers for a decade. After 2 women accused him of sexual misconduct in 10 days, the New England Patriots released him. The first woman claimed in a complaint that he abused her on 3 occasions, including rape. All of the Browns' developments were easy to follow on his Instagram and Twitter accounts, as they had been for most of his career. But before getting into his fall from the rise, let's start with his introduction. Antonio Taveras Brown Sr., born July 10, 1988, is a free agent in the National Football League. Brown grew up in Liberty City, Miami, and went to Miami Norland High School. He was a punt returner at Central Michigan University in college, where he received All-American accolades in 2008 and 2009. Brown, a 6th-round pick of the Pittsburgh Steelers in the 2010 NFL Draft, had more receptions than any other player in the league from his debut season in 2010 through 2018. Brown's first season with the Steelers saw the team reach Super Bowl 45, where they were defeated by the Green Bay Packers. In 10 games, he ended his rookie season with 16 interceptions for 167 yards. He became the first player in NFL history to have more than 1,000 yards receiving and returning in the same year during his second season. Brown was named to the 2012 Pro Bowl as punt returner for his efforts. In 2013, he became the first and only receiver in NFL history to have 5 receptions for at least 50 yards in each of the league's regular season games. Despite his continued on-field success, including leading the league in receptions and receiving yards in 2014, receptions in 2015, receiving yards in 2017, and receiving touchdowns in 2018, Brown's relationship with the Steelers deteriorated, particularly with quarterback Ben Roethlisberger, and he eventually requested a trade. Brown was traded to the Oakland Raiders in 2019 and became the league's highest-paid receiver. Brown's tenure in Oakland was short-lived as the organization released him after many off-field problems, including a fight with general manager Mike Mayock. Brown never played a regular season game with the franchise. Soon after, Brown signed with the New England Patriots, but he was cut after only 1 game. The NFL was investigating sexual assault charges against him at the time. He signed with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers after spending the rest of 2019 and the beginning of 2020 as a free agent, where he was a member of the squad that won Super Bowl 55. After stripping off his uniform and sprinting off the field during a game, he was discharged near the end of the 2021 season. So that was his basic introduction, or you can say all about his career, but very briefly. Now let's get into what caused his downfall. He lost $29,125,000 in guaranteed money on his contract as a result. He was signed by the Patriots hours later, but he only played 1 game before being cut after the team discovered he tried to intimidate another woman who had accused him of sexual harassment. Brown, on the other hand, couldn't keep a low profile. Even though he wanted some or all of his $9 million bonus from New England, he took jabs at Patriots owner Robert Kraft on his first unemployed NFL Sunday. He also chastised Ben Roethlisberger, the Steelers' longtime quarterback. Ryan Leaf, a former NFL quarterback, is well known for his drug addiction and self-destruction. Leaf's life spun out of control, landing him in prison, but he has since turned his life around and is now an NFL Legends community coordinator, assisting other players. Brown's acts, he said, were self-sabotage. "It lacks any personal accountability," Leaf told the Associated Press. "I know what it's like because I've always compared myself to other people in terms of what punishment they got. For a long time, I was the guy who couldn't take an honest look in the mirror and see my part in it. When you can no longer rely on the idea of blaming others, you have to examine your own role in all of this," which he is unwilling to do at the moment. Brown took a few days off from social media after announcing his dissatisfaction with the league in a Twitter rage. He returned to the platform the following Thursday, indicating that he isn't quite ready to retire his cleats. After that, Brown wrote, "I'm still the best. Why stop now?" He went on to say, "The game needs me. I'm like test answers." Brown also stated that he will no longer be wearing Nike, which had already dropped him. Starting in Miami, he plans to practice in high schools 1 day a week. Then, he got into a shouting match with Los Angeles Rams safety Eric Weddle, who used to play against him with the Baltimore Ravens. In comparison to the now deleted posts, his most recent stream of consciousness was mild. Brown also stated that the NFL had been more lenient with others accused of sexual misconduct at the time. As previously stated, Brown was accused of rape by a former trainer who filed a civil complaint against him in Florida. Brown was also accused of exposing himself to the second woman, an artist he hired to paint a mural at his home, prompting the team to release him. Brown also went to 7 Pro Bowls with the Steelers over the course of 9 seasons, but was dealt to Oakland in March after outstaying his welcome in Pittsburgh. After a fight with coach John Gruden and general manager Mike Mayock, he was released by the Raiders. Just days before he was accused of rape in a civil case, the Patriots immediately signed him. Then, on October 24, 2020, Brown paid a visit to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. On October 27th, he signed a 1-year contract with the team, which reportedly included a base salary of $1 million, active game bonuses of $1.5 million, and performance incentives of $1.5 million. Brown was then reunited with former Pittsburgh Steelers offensive coordinator Bruce Arians, who is now the head coach of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Brown was reinstated from his ban on November 3, 2020, and the team activated him. Brown also agreed to a 1-year deal to return to the Buccaneers on April 28, 2021. Brown passed his test despite off-season knee surgery, and the contract was signed on May 25, 2021. The contract included a $6.25 million base salary, a $2 million signing bonus, and a $3.1 million guarantee. Brown was placed on the reserve COVID-19 list by the Buccaneers on September 22, 2021. Because he was still on the list, he was unable to play against the Los Angeles Rams in Week 3. Brown was suspended for 3 games by the NFL on December 2, 2021 after misrepresenting his vaccination status and violating the league's COVID-19 standards. Brown stripped off his jersey, shoulder pads, gloves, and shirt and rushed off the field into the locker room during the Buccaneers' 28-24 win over the New York Jets in Week 17. In a post-game press conference, Buccaneers head coach Bruce Arians stated that Brown is no longer a Buck. After the game, Arians spoke with Fox Sports' Jay Glazer, revealing that he tried to persuade Brown to play, but Brown refused. Arians tried to get Brown to enter again, but he refused, so Arians told him to go. When questioned if he witnessed Brown remove his jersey, Arians responded that he did and that he had never seen anything like it in all my years. We all love him. We care about him passionately. We want to see him be at his best. Unfortunately, it won't be with our team. Tom Brady said at the press conference. These are most of the reasons which caused his downfall. Now that's the end of our video. We hope you liked the content. If yes, then let us know in the comment box. What do you think became the reason for the fall of Antonio Brown? Or if we have missed anything about his career, then let us know that too. If you want to see more of such videos, then do like and subscribe to our channel, and press the bell icon not to miss any video. See you in the next one, and until then, goodbye.